Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to share an easy way to make this chain. I'm going to use 1 1/4 inch of 18 gauge copper wire to make the clasp and 20 gauge copper wire to make the links. A nylon jaw pliers, a bent chain nose pliers, a flush cutter, a round nose pliers, a steel block, and a chasing hammer. To begin, I placed the round nose plier against a ruler and I marked it at 0.3 centimeter. So this is where I'm going to place the wire. I'm going to go ahead and straighten the wire with the nylon jaw pliers. Then I'm going to use the back of the flush cutter to trim the wire. And you just need to take a tiny piece from it. Now that I've done that, I'm going to make a loop with the round nose pliers. So you place it between the jaws of the plier, then make a loop. Then I turn the loop towards me like this, ensure that it is facing me, and place the plier under it and twist my dominant hand away from me. At the same time, I take the longer end of the wire around the barrel of the plier and I continue to twist and adjust. Then I stop once the longer end of the wire is lining up with the end of the first loop. Then I'm going to go ahead and use the back of the flush cutter to cut the wire. And you want to cut it next to the wire at the back. So before you make a link, you need to use the back of the flush cutter to trim the wire. And once you've made the link, you also need to use the back of the flush cutter to cut the wire. The chain that I'm going to make is 19 inches, so you'll need to go and make a lot more than what I've got right here. Next, I'm going to show you 2 ways to open the links. I use my thumb and index finger to grip the top loop, then use the chain nose plier to grip the bottom loop and twist it towards me. I'm going to close it back so I can show you how to open it with the chain nose plier. So you use the chain nose to grip it at the top and twist the bottom loop towards you like before. I prefer to use my thumb and index finger to grip the top, so I'm going to do it this way. So I twist my dominant hand towards me to open the bottom loop and connect it like this. And you want to make sure that your loops are closed properly. I'm going to continue like this until I've got the length that I'm going for. This is what your chain is going to look like when you are done. This chain is 19 inches and I'm going to set this aside and show you how to make the clasp. Before you make the clasp, ensure the wire is cut flush, and to cut your wire flush, you use the back of the cutter to cut the wire. Place the wire between the barrels of the plier, then make a loop. With the loop pointing towards me, I'm going to place it at the second step on the bail making pliers. Then I push the end of the wire around the barrel of the pliers while releasing and adjusting the pliers. Then I'm going to turn it this way and bend the end of it out with the chain nose pliers. Then I'm going to go ahead and use a file to smooth the end of the wire. So once you've done that, you want to place it on your steel block and gently hammer it. Then I turn it around and hammer this part just a little bit more. The clasp is now misshapen, so I'm going to use the pliers to shape it back to what it was before. So I place it between the barrels of the pliers, then push the loop towards the other end of the clasp. To connect the clasp and the chain, you can go ahead and use jump rings if you would like, but I'd rather not do so, so I'm going to open the clasp like this, twist it towards me, then place the chain onto the clasp like this and go ahead and close it. And this is how you'll close your chain, and you can put it through any of the links, right? And so you can go ahead and use it as it is, or you can use it for your pendants, right? I hope this video was helpful, and if you've got any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.